Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Max Fisher here from Better Universe, and it's our Weekend Warrior series. It's Sunday right now. It's absolutely beautiful out up here in upstate New York. I have to get out of this here dingy gym. I think I'm going to go to the park today and do some of my calisthenics. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about why I just do mostly body weight and what my workout plan is and some of the results I've seen. This is my ideology, this is my theory, these are my basis behind what I do. I don't think I've really put this out there for you guys yet, and I just thought, you know, this is the idea behind what I'm doing and what I'm trying to preach and teach, and my theory behind all this. So, if you guys have been following me, you know, I do a lot of advanced calisthenics, I do a lot of yoga, and I do metabolic training. The main reason why I do metabolic training is just because it's a challenge every single day. It's hard, you work every muscle group, it's always and ever changing. The place that I go, called Metabolic Meltdown, is absolutely, the trainers there are amazing, they push you hard, and all around it just builds that discipline and that mental fortitude to go through those workouts every day. Now, the reason behind all of my yoga and my advanced calisthenics is this idea that the body, the central nervous system, all run on these electrical impulses, and most professional athletes have upwards of 2 millivolts per each cell. That's what they try and build their central nervous system to. And in the idea that Qigong healers can have upwards of 100 to 250 millivolts per cell is absolutely outstanding. The amount of control and energy they can put and direct into their body is absolutely outstanding. So the idea, and they don't do it necessarily through this, you know, physical training that we do, but the idea behind advanced calisthenics is it's one of the most demanding and it's one of the most demanding workouts for your central nervous system, and it has the greatest ability to help build that in a short amount of time, because the amount of the degree of the isometric holds and strength that it takes and the amount of tension that you put through the body, that's really all that's causing your muscles to build, is time under tension and the micro tears that are created from that time under tension. So these isometric holds are really kind of pushing you to your limit and helping you build that central nervous system while building long, like elongated, strong, lean muscle, which, you know, is functionality at its key. If you want to talk about movement through this earth, you know, climbing, running, jumping, all that kind of stuff, you need to have a very balanced and harmonic body, so that way you can interact with the environment in a very quick and decisive manner. And yoga, not just the physical form, but all aspects, thoughts, emotions, intellectual and all that, that's made to enhance your perception of that central nervous system buildup, of those electrical impulses, of that building of that energy in your body. That enhances your perception of it. That's the whole idea behind building your body, building this central nervous system, this inner energy, this chi, whatever you want to call it, because the more you build it up through these advanced calisthenics or whatever kind of training you're doing, really will build your central nervous system, whether it's weights or metabolic training or martial arts. All these, you know, activities that cause pressure and those sensations in your body that are directed, like, it's just really honestly information being sent through an electrical impulse. So all these different things increase that electrical impulse, increase those firings, make it more available and readily ready to travel through your body, which makes it easier to perceive it in the first place, makes it easier to see it, makes it easier to feel it, makes it easier to understand it when you have it, when it outputs at a higher frequency. I mean, if you have a low level energy, it's going to be very subtle, it's going to be hard to interact with and find in general. So the idea is we're trying to build that up, and we're trying to increase and enhance our perception of it also through the yoga, through the meditation, through our energy work. And so we're just kind of building these different blocks. We're building, the perception of the mind and the clarity, but we're also building the central nervous system so it's more readily perceivable, and we're also building our perception of what these sensations are and how they feel and what they mean, and the effects they have on our body. It's all encapsulating, guys. That's why too often you see personal development, people focus on the mind, or focus on, you have health and fitness people who focus just mainly on the body, and then you have nutritionists who just want to focus on your diet, and you have other people who, want to just focus on the energy. You can't have one without the other. We have to live with them all, so you might as well try and keep each one at a peak state. Now, this takes a lot more effort, guys. You can bring about success and multiple different things, and but if you're successful, suppose you're intellectually successful and you have emotional backing, but you're lacking your physical stature or whatever, that's still, there's a certain amount of you that's not happy with that. And the idea is to be 120% happy all the time, guys. And the only way to do that is to strive towards your ultimate, because ultimately you're going to always want that more, that extra, that you have that potential. And that's the thing, we have like this inbuilt system of guilt, and a lot of us can, shrug it off, but for some of us, we really need to, if we don't do something, if we don't live up to our full potential, we are hard on ourselves, which happens all too often. But if you get what you need to get done, if you exert yourself 100% and you live up to your potential and stop working to your quota, you'll find that you'll always have an excess amount of energy. You'll always have, that little extra that you need, and you'll always be happy. You always gave it your best effort. You always tried your hardest, and that's really, if you try your hardest, there's really nothing to be guilty about. There's nothing to feel bad about. If you know what I mean, just like, even if you gave it your best effort and it didn't go through, there's nothing to be ashamed of there, guys. I mean, what else were you supposed to do? Could have trained harder, maybe, yeah, but sure, what if you gave it your all? I mean, there's no sense of regret in giving it your all. So, I'm digressing a whole bunch, but let's get back on topic. So, if you guys want to start learning some of these advanced calisthenic moves, it brings a certain amount of alignment into your body. Ask, a lot of gymnasts, or, obviously a lot of people who do yoga, they feel the clarity of the mind, but the people who do these advanced calisthenics also have this clarity of mind, this alignment of thought, this, energy and passion and drive and focus. It's, because advanced calisthenics is a discipline that's built over a long period of time. You don't have to, it's something that you have to love the challenge for. You don't train for a planche for, 2 or 3 months. Some people do, but they have a good base already. You train for a planche for years, maybe 1 or 2 years to be able to fully get a good full planche. And for people as tall as me, it might even take longer, but the idea is to always be striving towards that higher goal, higher purpose, higher you, and part of that is building your body, building that central nervous system, and understanding the electrical impulses that run your heart, your thoughts, your brain, your livers, all your muscles, those fast and slow twitch. You have to build all that. You have to make it more perceivable to your perception by building these sensations and making them stronger and increasing the energy flow through your body. Maybe calisthenics isn't for everyone, but it's one of those ones that kind of falls right in line with yoga. There's a certain amount of alignment and balance that you get from doing just body weight exercises, especially certain isometric holds where you just have to have an alignment in your body. If your muscles aren't engaged in the right way, you're not going to have perfect form. And geez, man, they are sticklers in the calisthenic world about form. Trust me, you do a kipping pull-up that's just like this, and they're going to hammer you on it. So there's that certain alignment, certain balance, certain amount of full body strength. You have you have a certain amount of perception in every angle, 360 degrees, when you're lifting weights and doing certain, building certain muscles, and you're not building movement. You only have kind of a 2D plane directional field of your muscles. They're not stable at all directions and all purposes and all walks and all functionality. So it kind of takes away from your full potential of what you can achieve with your body. So I feel like I keep digressing, but anyway, so I'm gonna make it a point to start showing you guys some more tutorials of how to do certain moves, some of the progressions to get to the advanced calisthenic moves, and what you guys can expect from this increased perception of your body. And I kind of want to dive more into, where this is all leading to. What's the idea of increasing your enhanced perception to these sensations and all that? So I want to get into that. I'll probably hit that on Motivation Monday, maybe give you guys something to strive for. And it's the beginning of a new week again. Let's hit it hard. We're closing in on the end. We're halfway through. We're on the back end of the challenge. This is the time to kick it into high gear. Time to get it for what it's worth. If you let those last 30 days slide by, these next 30 days, we're going to hit it hard. And once these next 30 days are over, we might take a week, revise our goals, refocus, see what happened, but then we're back on it. We're starting another one. We might change it up. We might do, a 30-day sprint, because the 30-day sprint challenge, those are kind of fun. It really kind of pushes you to see what you can achieve in 30 days, and it kind of changes your perception. So I think that's what we're going to do next. We're going to break some self-limiting beliefs, and well, that's a little ways out right now. We're still in our own 30-day challenge leading up to that. So focus on what you got going on. Focus on your goals. Focus on your mind, your body, and your spirit, because we want to make this place a better universe. All right, this is Max signing out. Later.